This is Rick with Shooter 1721. Oh man, I've been looking forward to this video for a while. What do we have here? We have the FX Dream-Pup bottle. Woo! 480cc bottle on here. 600 millimeter 25 barrel. Oh, you're like, well, wait a second. What do you got? Well, we got two more barrels there. We actually have the 30 cal and we have the 22 cal. Now the 22 is in, this is important to remember, the 22 cal is in 500 millimeter, the 25 and the 30 are 600 millimeter. So today in the video, what we're gonna show you is we're gonna show you chronograph speed, accuracy at 50, but you get a special treat in one video, all three calibers, one video. So I hope you're ready. This is gonna be a heck of a video. If you're wondering what scope I got on top here, I have the Optison EVE 4-16 by 44 mil. Thank you, Lily from Optison. Thank you, John from FX USA. Mr. Dixon, can't thank you enough that you keep sending pellets and helping Shooter 1721 keep moving. I'm so excited to show you this video today. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get started. Let's get to shooting. Okay, well, here we are at 50 yards and take the Dream-Pup bottle and take some shots with the 25 3.9s and see how it does. We want to walk through the barrels. I'll shoot the 5 shots and then I'll just shoot a shot string also. So we'll shoot the first 5 so you can see the accuracy at 50 out of the 25. Dream-Pup bottle is nice, lightweight with the carbon. I would go with the carbon 480 that I have on here. I tuned this down. I tuned it down because of the 600 millimeter barrel on it. I tuned it down. It was shooting 942 to 956, somewhere in there. And I tuned it the whole way down to the 850s, 880s. I brought it down a lot because I find that, for me, I find the harmonic tune is best right there. I've even had it really nice at 910. But I dropped it down here for this. And let's just take 5 shots and then shoot the shot string. All right. There we go. First shot was 830. I had tuned it down here right nice and smooth. I know you're seeing the hesitation from us. That's because we're like, it's just shot through the same hole. It didn't even touch the paper on the last 2. I didn't even see them. I didn't see anything in the scope, Ryan. Woo! Come on, man. Are you serious? Now, what you're going to notice when you look at the screen also, you see how I left them to the left? Because I'm using the bullseye as my aiming point. If you chew it away, you're kind of just, okay, you're guessing on the shoot and see target, so that's why I leave it there and I shoot them just a little bit to the left. That way we still have our aiming point to where to put it, but those last 2, I didn't see anything even move. Well, now you know why I took it down in speed. That's the harmonic tune for me with this gun. So please, don't anybody read into that at all. That's just what it is. And when you find that as an air gunner, you find the tune of your gun. And that's the one awesome thing about FX air guns. You tune it. And that's what Frederick designed them to do. So you can tune them down to what you want for the purpose that you want for whatever you're doing. And I found that the harmonic tune down for mine, was at this area right here for the 25. Now we still have the 22. And we have the 30 to do, but let's shoot this shot string. That's enough talking. Let's just shoot through the shot string now. Still didn't make a hole. It's still the same hole. Well, there you go. So we shot through the shot string. We shot 58 shots. Our average was 869, and it just chewed one hole down there. So that's the 25 cal Dreamline with a 600 millimeter barrel. We're gonna show the first couple shots that we're doing the shot string, but since we got 3 shot strings in one video, we're just gonna show each shot string in the beginning and stuff like that, because we got a lot in this video to cover. So up next is the big 30. So we're going to get the big 30 up here next, and we're going to show you how to switch out the barrels. All right, Ryan, let's get to it. Okay, so what we got here is we got the Dream-Pup bottle, and we're going to switch out these barrels. So we have a 30. We have the 25 in. We're going to replace it with the 30. So the first one that you're going to use is your 3 millimeter. So we have a 3 millimeter that goes up here on the rail. And you see I'm just leaving the scope on the rail, because the rail does need to come off, okay? So we're going to do this. We'll take this. Take that off there. And we'll take these two. And got that right there. Now what we're able to do is I will take also Donnie. Take this off. Okay. Make sure we have that off. And then what I'm going to be able to do is just slide. Look, my scope is still attached. So I wanted to show you this. So the scope's still locked into place. I know where I set it there. All right, so now we have that. So now we'll set that aside. So now what I want to show you is you have 3 screws on top. You have a 4 millimeter, and we have a 3. And the 4 goes right here. So it goes right in there. And you just backed it off. You see I didn't have a lot on there. There's not a lot of tension on there. And then also now you take your 3. And you go here, okay, back it off, here, right there. I hope that you're seeing this okay. So there you go. Now your screws are loose. I don't take them the whole way out. You can, but now, boop, now your barrel is now out. So now the barrel's out. So there's the 25, and now this is what you have right here. Okay, now we're going to take that. I'm going to set that back down. I'm going to step over here and put the barrel over here. All right. Oh, one thing I want to tell you that you do want is you want the, I keep this sleeve here, so I'll keep this sleeve. It goes in here for the Dream-Pup bottle. All right. So now the next step that you have is one other thing you have to do is you have to come in here and you have to get right there is a 1, I think this is a 1.5 that I got millimeter, and it's right in here. So right in there is a 1.5. And what that is, that's holding your bolt in place. So now we want to go in there with a small Allen wrench like this. And we want to get to that now. Now this you want to be very careful with as you take it out. As you're seeing me move this towards the center. Now that comes completely out. I'm setting that right in that tray so I don't lose it. Now my bolt is loose, and it just comes, here's your bolt. So there's your bolt. Now what I do with this, once I take these out, I come over here and I'm going to put it back with this. So I know that it's there, so I know 25, there's my bolt. And I keep it with that, and I put it in a tube, and that's how I keep them. We'll set that over there. So now we have our 30. So now we want to put our 30 bolt in. One thing's for sure that you want to make is when you put that in, you want to make sure that you have your bolt facing down so your airflow comes up through, so the bottom of it's right where it needs to be, and you can feel that and see that it goes in there. It just goes in that way. Now we're going to take this, put this back in. Okay, and you take your time and you feel this as you're putting it in. And one thing you want to make sure is that when you're doing this, that you have your bolt the whole way back. And that you feel it's just snug. And now that you know that that's in there, and you'll know if you don't have your bolt the whole way back and you tighten that screw down, because when you go to put your barrel in, you'll feel that it won't insert properly, and that's telling you that that's not right, so don't be cutting your O-ring. Okay, so then we're going to take, this has a notch right here. This is pretty, we won't say idiot proof, but you understand what I mean. You'll be able to put this in here and slide this in. It's best just to stand it up so you can see what you're doing. And you'll feel it. You turn it, try and turn it. You know that you're locked into place now. Now what I do is I close my bolt, make sure everything's working properly. Okay? And I take my 4. I just snug that down. Then I have my 3s. Okay, it's 3mm right here. Boom. Nice and snug. No He-Man, Hulk stuff. Nice and snug there. Okay. That felt good. Put my sleeve back over the top. Bring my sleeve down. And what that sleeve's doing is just your cover sleeve right there. See that? Helps right here with the spacing. Now, we want to take our scope. We want to bring our scope down. And then what you're doing is you're going to come down to a V-notch right here. So, I'm trying to do this one-handed. It's not easy. So when you come down to here, now you're going to guide that onto that rail right there. So now it's guided on. And you can see, I put it back to where, now this is going to be interesting because I'm going to shoot this in. So I put that right to there. Now I'm putting my screws, my 3mm screws back in. Okay. And I'll tighten that up in a second. Tight, not over tight. Okay, I brought it back to flush where it was. Right here, I know that I bring it back to the same point as you can see right here. My rail is now back on, my sleeve's back on, and that is how simple it is to really change a barrel in the Dream-Pup bottle. You can see our bolt, everything's good. Okay, well, let's test this 30 out. Well, here we are with the 30 cal now. So now we're shooting JSB 4475s at 50, and we just showed you how to change out the barrel, or wherever we put this in the video. But you'll see how to do that, and we're going to shoot 5 shots for accuracy at 50, and then we'll see what our shot string is here. Okay, I do have the gun now, since it's 30 cal on max setting, where in 25 I tuned it down, because to shoot 950 with the 25s, I just wanted it down in the 800s and in the high 800s and work with that. So here we go, 50 yards, 30 cal. I have no idea what we're shooting, we'll find out. Okay, 826. .833. Did we get a reading on that? It didn't give us a reading. I'll move up a little. .854. Now, the reason some of those readings were low in the very beginning, we just filled it to 230. So sometimes we see that tightness there. So we see that. So, all right. And that's about a ½ inch group easily at, there's 842. Sorry we missed that one. That's our 5-shot group. That's easily a ½ inch. Very, very nice. All right, so now I only got 4 on the chronograph for you. I think it's because I didn't have the barrel up over the chroning. So I am going to shoot another one, but this isn't the 5-shot group. Doesn't matter, it's shot in the same hole anyway. And there you go. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll just shoot the shot string now and see what we get. So here we go. And these 30 cal comes in 14 round mags. The 25 is 16 side shot, and then the 22s are 18 shot. So, all right, let's shoot down there and see how we do. 840. Yep, that's it. That was it right there. I'm going to say that's number 29. I went to 819.
Wow, that dropped right to 150 bar the second that shot happened.
Right there it is. But the interesting thing that everyone, what you're going to see down there on camera, wait till you see the shot group, there's no flyers. So, and I tried to keep it just kind of steady. So, well, there you go. There's a 30 cal at 50, and you get to see the feet per second. It is just nice and steady, and the 600 millimeter is really nice. Up next is a 22 cal, so we're going to take some time, reset some targets up, put the new barrel in, and get to shooting a 22 cal. So far today, you got to see the 25, the 30, and now we're putting the 22 in here. And I tuned this down. Again, I shot it over the chronograph. We were shooting 940 with 18 grain JSBs. I kind of don't like that. This is the 500 millimeter, so I dropped it down to about an 880 tune, somewhere in there. We'll see where it lands, but we're shooting JSB 18 grains at 50 yards. This Optison scope that we're using is very, very clear, and this is the 4-16 EVE. Kind of like this scope for this gun. Okay, that's good. All right. You'll notice how I have the feet per second down. I had a long talk with Frederick, and Frederick and I he talked about a harmonic tune, and I'm just, what it is I work with a gun and see where I can find exactly where it is, and then we put it on video for you. There's other different pellets. There's many combinations, guys. So don't ever get excited. Well, it's only shooting this. It's kind of where I got set. I'm setting it for accuracy. Where I found, heck, I got a lot more tuning to do. I could probably set it at 900 and leave it there. But I took it down pretty good. This is 50 yards. Well, you see the one that came over to the left down there when you watch this, when you watch the video. What I'm doing is squeezing the sandbag here. You see the other 4 shots are in the same hole. So I actually squeezed the sandbag just a little bit, and just as I was squeezing, I let go, or I pushed a little too hard, and pulled that one down. But right there's 4 in the same hole there with that one over there. It's still a 1/2 inch group at 50, no problem. We should have a 1-hole group at 50. But that being said, the chronograph went to 877. We're going to see a little bit of rise in this because I had just filled the gun. Again, sometimes when you go to 230 bar, you just fill it, you get tight. You should take off about 5-6 shots once you fill it to 230. Even that thing out a little bit. Get it to calm down because now we'll see different numbers. So let's shoot our shot string here. This is in 22 cal. It's the 18 shot mag in here now. Side shot. So wow, so there's like 75 shots we did on here in 22 cal, and our average was 870 feet per second, and then all it did is chewed bullseye out down there. So wow, if you set it down, you're gonna get a ton of shots, easily over 80 shots with a 480 cc bottle here. tack driving just like typical FX. Woo! Man, you gotta love shooting air guns. Holy cows. And especially the Dream-Pup bottle. There you go. You got to see 3 different calibers today with 3 different accuracy tests, shot strings. Amazing. Okay, well, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the trigger pull and show you what the trigger pull is, and we'll do some final thoughts. Woo! Bottle, we're going to do the trigger pull. Let's see what we get here. Factory setting. 9 ounces. Okay. .8. Nice. Okay. And 9.8 for an average of 9. So there you go, 9 ounces right out of the factory. That explains the accuracy of 50 yards tack driving machine. Final thoughts, amazing. So the Dream-Pup bottle with the 480 cc's on there. I was going to tell you this gun weighs 5.5 pounds in this, the way this is set up. So 5.5, but with the 600 millimeter barrel with the 30, you're at 6.2 pounds plus your scope. So it's not that heavy. Great offhand shooting gun. Love it. I love the Optison scope that we used in this video. It was very, very, very clear at 50. Everything was, and I had set at 16 power just to get nice, clear look at what I was shooting at. Overall, I mean, what can you say? You can get 4 barrels in one gun. And then you saw how long it took just to switch them out. And you're back to shooting. So if you want to shoot 30 and go hunting, you want to shoot 177s and go after pesting and stuff like that, you got that. We will have the 177 barrel. That's a couple weeks out yet. I'm sorry we didn't have it for this video, but in this video you got to see 3 different calibers. You get to see the shot strings. What an amazing gun. What an amazing time to the last 5 years of air guns just blows your mind, and FX definitely does it. Every time we get something from FX, we're like, oh my goodness, here we go. So, you know, at 75 yards we tested also, which we don't have in this video, but even at 75 we were at 5/8 of an inch. So we had many groups at 5/8 of an inch, but I didn't get to shoot the 22 at 75. So, well, this is Rick with Shooter 1721, and
Ryan.
thanks for watching. Woo!